for part 2 of my Stowaway Cosmetics collection review. And in case you missed my intro to Stowaway Cosmetics with more information about the company, and also in case you missed part 1 of my review series that highlighted the eye products, I will have the links posted down there, over there, somewhere around here so that you can check those out so you don't miss anything. Today, in part 2, I am going to be talking about the lip and cheek products. And first up are these cream lipsticks. The cream lipstick comes in either champagne, peony, scarlet, or fig. And they're highly pigmented, opaque lipsticks that help keep lips hydrated. And these retail for $15 individually on their website. The first shade that I got is Champagne, and this is what came as part of my Stowaway kit that I talked about in my first video. And I picked the color Champagne. And here is the lipstick, and there is my pinky. So I applied Champagne when I tested this out with my blush in Burnt Rose because that's what I picked for my Stowaway kit. And I have to admit that I'm not much of a lipstick person. I started out fully in the gloss camp because I thought it was quicker and easier to apply with less fuss and mess. Seeing as how I'm not much of a lipstick person, it shocked me to apply it because when I first put it on my lips, it was very creamy and pigmented. And after going back and trying some other lipsticks after this one, I realized that my shock was only partly due to my inexperience with lipstick. This cream lipstick really does live up to its name. I applied the Champagne color, which is a nice, like, nude, and if you have a skin tone similar to mine, it's more of like a Your Lips But Better, you know, nude natural shade. And I applied it with my NYX Slim Lip Pencil in Nude Pink. And I ran errands, I drank some iced coffee, did some other stuff. My lips are generally really dry and gross. Even after I exfoliate, I don't know what else I can do to get my lips to not be gross. So it can be really hard for me to judge lip products just because I have such problem lips that, you know, it doesn't really wear on me like it wears for other people that have, I guess, normal lips. And the pigmentation was very impressive to me. I only needed a little bit applied to my bottom lip, and when I pressed my lips together, most of it transferred to my upper lip, and I only needed to go back and, you know, touch up around, you know, the top around my Cupid's bow. And like I said, my lips tend to get very dry and kind of crusty throughout the day, especially, it seems, if there's lip product on my mouth. But my lips did feel softer and much more hydrated. Like I said, even hours after I had been wearing the product and it wasn't fully on my lips anymore. And hours after I ate dinner, and I did eat a sub sandwich, so, you know, I was getting stuff all over my mouth. I looked in the mirror and there was still actually some of the color left on my lips. And I feel like if you have normal lips and, like, not weird dry lips, that this would last a very long time on your lips before it wears off. And I actually wore the fig color today, and I still have some on. And I wore it with my blush in Cantaloupe because that's what came in the summer collection that I ordered. And the camera does not do this color justice at all. It's a nice, like, it's a really pretty, like, berry shade. And it's much brighter than it shows up on the camera. And this was very pigmented as well. And I applied this with my liner in Rose, my NYX liner in Rose. And this has actually stayed on my lips very well. I can still definitely tell that there's color left on my lips, and I ate food. And I've been drinking out of a straw for like the last hour. And this product has remained on my lips so far. I've had it on for about 3 or 4 hours, I think. So I'm doing pretty well so far. Normally lip products don't stay on my lips that long at all, especially not gloss. So I am kind of a fan of lipstick after using these. I'm definitely going to continue using these cream lipsticks. I think they're a very good product. They're very pigmented. You don't have to rub it all over your lips to get any color payoff. Let's see if I can swatch one of these. Like, I'm barely pressing, and the color just kind of comes off like that. They're not hard, but they're not too soft to where they mush down after you press it to your lips. So I really like these lipsticks. These lipsticks are quite small, and they're very easy to travel with. You could probably buy like all of the shades and throw them all in your purse, and they would take up about as much space as like 1 or 2 lip glosses or lipsticks of average size. So I really recommend these, especially if you're one of those people who likes to keep a lip product in your purse or travel with lip products, and also if you like creamy lipsticks with very good pigmentation. Next up is the Lip and Cheek Rouge, and as I mentioned earlier, I got this in the shade Burnt Rose as part of my Stowaway kit, and the shade Cantaloupe came in the summer collection along with the Extreme Lash Mascara and my lipstick in Fig. And these cheek and lip rouges come in Burnt Rose, Peony, and Cantaloupe. I did not get the Peony. They're cream blush that doubles as a matte lip stain. And these retail for $15 separately on their website. I've used like cream blushes in the past, and they're the kinds, I know Makeup Forever and e.l.f. make them, and I have the e.l.f. ones. And they come in the bottles with the pump. And they can be somewhat difficult to work with. Once you get the hang of it, you can work with the product a bit more easily. But I was a bit skeptical to try these cream blushes because of that fact, because I've had a negative experience with this similar type of product before. These really surprised me again. Here is the shade Cantaloupe, and they are extremely, extremely creamy, but not in a negative way. You don't, like, they're not super hard. You don't have to swirl your finger in the product for 2 minutes to warm it up and to get it to where it's creamy, which I really like. You know, products that are too hard and you have to keep swirling and digging your finger in, I don't like that at all. The first shade I tried out was the Burnt Rose, which I got in my Stowaway kit. And it's a darker sort of berry color. It's showing up a little bit darker on the camera than I would prefer. There we go, that's a little bit better. And the first time I applied this, I did it like I usually do with my cream or like liquid blushes. I put it on first, like after my primer, but before my foundation, because they can be like really intense, because that's what I'm used to with a cream blush. And then I went back and applied my translucent powder over my foundation, and the end result was very light and natural, but you could still tell I was wearing blush. And I went a little bit more conservatively, like I said, with this color because I was scared it was going to be too dark. And since I've used cream blushes before in the pump style, I was scared that this product would be like extremely opaque and sort of dry, almost like a lipstick in terms of the consistency. And you know what I'm talking about if you've ever used like a cream or liquid blush before. And this product, these rouges, have the most incredible like consistency, texture, and pigmentation. It goes on very light, if that makes sense, but yet it still has amazing color payoff. Like, it's not completely thick like paint, you know, to where you can't see through it at all. It's not completely opaque, but the color payoff is still there, which are like two of the main things that make these cream cheek products a pleasure to use. It's almost more like a very good like pigmented lip gloss in terms of color payoff and coverage, if that makes sense. And it shouldn't take you 5 minutes to do one cheek of blush because you're having to fuss with it and you can't get it blended out. So to me, Stowaway Cosmetics completely nailed this cheek and lip rouge formula. It's everything that a cream blush should be. There is the Burnt Rose next to the Cantaloupe shade. These are very easy to work with, and they don't like dry and get, you know, really dry before you have a chance to blend it out. That's what I like about these. They're manageable, they go on smooth, they glide onto your cheek, and they have amazing color payoff, which is everything you want in a cream blush. So like I said, I wasn't as experienced with the lipstick going into this, so I had limited items, I guess you could say, to compare it to. However, the cheek and lip rouge is another major win for Stowaway Cosmetics. They nailed the formula, and to me, it's like the perfect cream blush. So if you are interested in getting any of these adorable items that I talked about today in my video, I will post a link down below. I do get points if you create an account and buy stuff with that link, points that I can use to redeem for money off of my purchase, so I do want to tell you that. They have a very good referral system. And next time, I will be talking to you guys about their face products, which is the BB cream and the concealer. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.